Hey everybody, it's EK from Gorman Designs, and I am coming in to let you know I am not bleeding. This is paint that's dried to my hand. I can't get it off, but I'm really here for the March Blue Skies blog hop from White Rose Crafts. We got a blog hop going on from all the designers, and really what we're doing is featuring all the cool add-ons that are on discount that coordinate with the March Blue Skies subscription kit. So yes, we're featuring the very cool subscription kit, but we're also featuring all those little things that you can purchase to go with it and expand your kit. Speaking of expanding, I thought I'd play with some expanding mousse in my card today. And in the process of playing with my expanding mousse, I realized I could make 2 cards for the price of 1. So I pulled out some of the metallic papers from Aspire. And it's in the kit, so it's a piece that I got from my March Blue Skies kit. But it's also available on the website if you're really into it. And I taped the Clouds stencil over it. Now, the Cloud stencil is part of the add-on section of the store, as well as the Boatyard Blue expanding mousse. I also pulled out the Gray Matter and Worn Linen, and thought those 3 colors could make some really cool movements of skies. So I just, with my palette knife, scraped the expanding mousse into the stencil and let the magic happen. Look how cool this is. Now, being a girl who doesn't like to waste anything, I broke out a piece of white cardstock and thought I'd just rub the extra mousse onto it and just kind of see what happens. And in the process, I think I made a really cool secondary sky. So I have the gold metallic paper from Aspire, and I have a piece of white cardstock that make up 2 very different blue skies. See? See, the pun works. Yeah, okay, I quit. But I took out my heat gun and let the expanding mousse do its thing, and boy, does it create some cool texture. Now, you'll lose some of the shine and some of the gloss when you expand the mousse. It'll become a lot more matte, but it'll become a lot more textured. The loss of the shine is totally worth it when you gain all this lovely, glorious texture to the mousse. So for the bonus card, and yes, I started with the bonus card because I'm that kind of dork, I taped the expanding mousse onto my A2 card frame, and then I pulled out some papers from the kit. Now these are all like the bottom of the barrel, the scraps that I have left, because I have made so far 15 cards using this kit. So all of my big pieces of paper, they're gone. So we're down to what scraps I have left laying around. The scrap of paper that I used for the other card, I have literally been saving for this blog hop. But this one was it was like the largest piece of interesting paper I could find that I thought would go with this random blue sky. Because I thought this paper could kind of look like a brick wall. See where I was going? Like, here's the brick wall, the ribbon becomes like the ledge of the brick wall, and behind the brick wall becomes the blue skies behind it. Yeah, it's a really abstract concept, but I liked it. I have one of the toppers from the kit, and I'm adding some 3-dimensional adhesive squares to the topper, so that way I can pop it up over the wall and the ledge and into the sky, and it works perfectly as a sentiment. I may be the only person on earth who sees a brick wall, ledge, and blue sky. I think most people just see a fun, pretty card. But you know what? It's okay. So there you go. There's the bonus card for today's hop. For my real card, I took that metallic paper and pulled out some papers. Now, I started by adhering the gold cardstock to my A2 card frame. Yeah, we're waiting for me to peel paper. It's that simple. There we go. We are adhered. And then I fussy cut out some butterflies. This is the piece of paper that I have been literally saving for the blog hop because I kind of always knew I was going to have blue skies, expanding mousse, and butterflies floating in the sky. I stamped out the flower onto some blue cardstock that's just from my personal stash, but it's also the ones I've been matting my other projects with in the 5 Fast Cards series. And I fussy cut out that flower. Now I had to figure out where my butterflies went, and once I did, I pulled out my glossy accents from Ranger and adhered them onto the card. I probably should have gone with 3-dimensional tape, but I didn't want them to stand up so much over the clouds that you lost the fact that the clouds were textured. However, by gluing them down like this, I ended up having them curl a little bit off the page, and I've yet to decide if I dislike it or I like it. Like, there are moments where I see them curl up, and boy, is it cool texture, and there's moments that I see them curl up, and I'm like, ugh, it didn't work. Regardless, I pulled a sentiment from the topper page. It's a really simple little one, and I matted it with literally a scrap, like the last scrap of metallic paper there is. Live the life you imagine is what the sentiment says. And I adhered it down on top of the rose. Now, I probably should have used three-dimensional tape here too. I didn't. Because I wasn't thinking. I just pulled out the score tape and we went to town. But I think it ended up being a really pretty fun card, especially once I clipped that flower stem off. Now, I'm the last leg of the blog hop, so if you're coming in here last, make sure you go to my personal blog page and you'll see a full list of people participating in the hop today. There is a chance for you to maybe pick up a prize or something just by commenting along the blog. Thanks for watching today, and until later, happy crafting.